Man, God has used the 2-7 series in my life in a big way. I really didn't know how to make disciples until I went through the 2-7 series. When I went through it, honestly, a lot of disciple making was just kind of done by hearsay. But then when I was introduced to the 2-7 series by someone who had gone through the 2-7 series, his name is Neil, and he discipled me through that and showed me how it works and how to disciple other people. And so I discovered this roadmap of how you can make disciples and take people through it in such a way that they can develop their own foundation in their walk with God. But it also helped with mine. Sometimes when you're ministering to people as a pastor, sometimes you're always ministering for their benefit, but really the 2-7 series helped shore up a lot of the gaps and maybe even cracks in my own foundation so that I could help somebody else. I'm an advocate for the 2-7 series at our church simply because it helps people develop a solid foundation. I've gone through this with people who came in not knowing anything about Jesus, and they leave knowing how to spend time in the Bible, know how to rely on the Spirit, knowing their identity in the Lord, but also knowing how to make disciples, and that's the Great Commission. That's what we're all called to do. It's not just come and get sermons or a podcast and go home, but be a part of what God's doing. And that's exactly what it does, is that trains and equips people to be a part of the Great Commission. With the 2-7 initiative, the results that we've seen is that everyone has a deeper relationship with the Lord. One of the best things that I've seen personally is that people actually identify with who Christ is, and they identify with their personal story. In other words, their testimony. A lot of people that have gone through the 2-7 series that I've worked with didn't really know how to communicate what God had done in their life. But as they've gone through the 2-7 series, they've learned how to develop their story in such a way where they can communicate it to other people, not necessarily in a 45-minute message, but in a quick way where it lets that person know that their life has been impacted and changed by Jesus, and it equips them on how to evangelize and tell other people about what God has done in their lives.